Here's something that no guy wants to talk about: how women go through their menstrual cycle. As a coach, with 90% of my clients being female, it's pretty important for me to understand the menstrual cycle, because 90% of my clients go through this, and they do it every single 28 to 35 days, depending on the individual. The menstrual cycle is broken up into 4 stages. So we have your menstruation cycle, which is when you're bleeding. We have your follicular phase, which can be broken up into 2 stages itself. It's early and it's late follicular stage. Then we have your ovulation stage, and then we go into your luteal phase, which is broken up into 2 phases as well, early and late stages. Now, often a question that's asked is, should I train over my menstrual cycle? Well, it's really individual specific. What you can say is that you're going to experience different symptoms as your hormones fluctuate over that time. Generally speaking, is that you're going to be a little bit weaker during the menstruation side of things, and you're going to be at your strongest during your ovulation side of things. But does that mean you shouldn't train during your menstruation? No. It just means that you need to be a bit more aware of your body and what it's capable of. And as you go through your menstruation cycle, you actually need more calories. But that doesn't mean you need to go out and eat all the chocolate cake. You can use that period for extra fat burning. It's not a free pass to go and eat everything and anything in sight. So in the follicular phase, which is the first half of your cycle, is when you have your low hormonal profile state. This is when progesterone and estrogen are at their lowest point. And it doesn't start to rise until we get onto the back half of your follicular phase. And as you reach ovulation, this is when we start to see the estrogen and progesterone start to increase. You've also got testosterone though, and this also spikes around ovulation phase. And this is, generally speaking, when you feel the strongest and the most energetic. Your libido tends to be up at its highest point. That is also the point that your hormonal levels are at their highest point as well. And then it starts to peter off again slowly. You can also feel a little bit different with your hunger levels. When you go through ovulation, you actually start to regulate your hunger levels a little bit better than when you're going through your menstruation cycle, and you can actually handle carbohydrate a little bit better during that time, but you don't feel generally as hungry. We also need to be aware that when your estrogen levels are higher, it can make your joints a little bit more lax, which means things like single arm, single leg exercises may not feel that great for you. But high estrogen also links to high serotonin. So you generally feel a little bit more better about yourselves during the luteal phase. Your bleeding's over, your bloating's down, so you're feeling a bit more strong, your hormonal levels have come up, so it makes sense that you're feeling a little bit more happy, a little bit more self-assured and confident within yourself as well.